Just be out with us
to Garza Blanca Cancun, Mexico. It's a 5-star all-inclusive resort. Well, you can book it all-inclusive or just a room, and it's a timeshare as well.
After staying 3 nights here at Garza, we've come up with some pros and cons of this resort that you definitely need to be aware of.
And also stay with us for some JBO pro tips on how to get a discount and how to get the most out of your vacation. If you're new to our channel, my name is Irina.
And I'm Devon.
And we're
Just Be Out.
We create informative travel videos so you get the most out of your vacation. Garza Blanca is a 5-star resort. It comes at price. The basic room runs here from $500 to $800 US per night for all-inclusive option, and of course you can get it cheaper if you book just room at the resort.
Now keep in mind, here at Garza, this is not your typical Cancun resort that you may think of. Of course, when we think of Cancun, we think of parties, spring break, rah-rah. No, Garza is not that type of resort.
After we go through all the pros and cons, they will be mixed. We will let you know who this resort would be ideal for. So Garza Blanca is located on the north of the main hotel zone. It is next to Isla Mujeres ferry. You can actually see Isla Mujeres from here, from the beach. It's pretty cool. That's how close it is. And if you would like to see what the resort looks like, we have done a complete walkthrough of this resort. We will leave the link in the description below. So let's start with probably the best selling point or the best feature that actually blew our minds is the butler service.
Yes, the butler service is amazing. When was the last time you've been on vacation and came back and told your friends, hey, I had a butler? Well, if you came to Garza Blanca, you could actually come back from your vacation, you could tell your friends you had a private butler.
And the butler service is included in every room, no matter if you just book the basic room or the 2 or 3 bedroom rooms, you will get your own butler. And after this type of service, when you go to other 5-star resorts and they won't have a butler, then you'll be like, hey, I want to go back to Garza Blanca and have my butler, because that service takes your vacation to the whole new level. The butler will do pretty much anything and everything you will ask for, from booking your reservations for shuttle service to restaurants, activities. He will take care of everything. And what's cool about it is that they use WhatsApp. So basically they'll send you messages, so it's very personable, it's easy to reach. You don't need to stay in line for reception to get whatever information you need. Your butler is there for you.
Any type of issues may have that might come up, jump on WhatsApp, text your butler, and he will handle it for you. While we were staying here, I wanted a Red Bull, and they didn't have any Red Bull on the premises, so guess who got me the Red Bull? Our butler. He literally left the resort, went to the store, came back with the Red Bull and brought it to our room. Incredible. Then we were talking to him for a while, and he was like, hey, you know, I know you guys are going out to dinner. He's like, if you need your shirt ironed, if you need your shoe polished, just let me know. I'll take care of everything for you. I was like,
every time our room is stocked and cleaned, he actually sends you pictures of it to make sure you see, okay, your room is finished, that's what it looks like. And actually, when I went to the room just now to change, we have another surprise waiting in our room. Every night we have different types of surprises and awesome treats waiting for us in the room. And overall service here at Garza Blanca has been definitely top notch. From the very check-in to all restaurants, even a grounds crew, anywhere you go at Garza Blanca, all the staff is well trained. And what we notice, it's really cool the way they greet you.
yes. So every time you pass a staff member or someone, they always place their palm over their heart and that's the way they greet you. And even if you'll notice when you're in your room, if you just have kind of like their commercials running for all their different properties, you'll see they do this. So it's kind of like a symbol or a signature for them. So whenever they greet you, you pass someone in the hallway, they'll say, hi, how are you? They'll say, hola, and they'll put their hand over their heart, which is really cool.
And they all seem very genuine and really happy to serve you, and whenever you say thank you, they always reply, my pleasure,
yes.
Which is really awesome.
Another pro definitely worth mentioning is at the very beginning of it all, your check-in experience. It was absolutely seamless, it was spot on, it was awesome. From the moment they picked up our bags from out of the taxi and brought us into the hotel where we met the concierge, introduced herself, brought us over to check-in. We checked in from there. He brought us over back to concierge. Concierge basically told us, well, here are just a few things you need to know about the hotel, where the pools are located, where the restaurants, yes, or the orientation of the, and it was really cool the way they pass you off from one person to the next. It really felt really good, and it was seamless.
Definitely. Usually when you come into a hotel, you drag your own luggage, you look, okay, so where is the reception area? If there is a line, you have to stay in line for the reception area. Here, it was such an excellent experience. As soon as you step in on the property, you're in vacation mode, well taken care of.
Another pro, again, worth mentioning, are these wristbands that you see here. Now, I've been to other Cancun resorts, and they give you kind of this, you know, when you go to these concerts and they give you these fluorescent pink or fluorescent blue paper wristbands that stick, and then it gets stuck to your skin, and then you try to rip it off at the end of the day and you can't, and it's just a mess. Yeah, they don't do that here. They use these bands, and the really cool thing about it is that it has this type of knot where basically you could just pull it and it becomes bigger, and you could take it off at night when you're going to sleep or want to take a shower or what have you, and it's easy that you just slip it right back on, and then it tightens on its own by just simply pulling the string, and that's it. So it's really cool. This is a nice touch to these wristbands that they give you, and of course with these bands, that's how they know that you are all inclusive. This
resort is pretty small, but they have so many pools. And even though this is a family resort, they have lots of kids here. All the kids can stay on the ground floor. There are hammocks, jacuzzis. There is a T-shaped pool. And they also have adult-only area on the roof deck. It has beautiful view, adults only, infinity pool, lots of lounging chairs, large shaded umbrellas, bar, restaurant there, cool vibes, drinks, and excellent service as well.
And now for our first con of this resort, speaking of pools, is the shade in this resort. So the way the resort is shaped, it's kind of like in a U shape. And what we've noticed since we've been here, from the moment the sun rises till it sets, only half of the resort is sunny. So if you were staying on one side, it is always in the shade. Throughout the whole entire day, it's shaded because the sun never really comes in front of the building. It stays almost behind it. So only one side of the resort stays in the sun while the sun just rotates this way, and the pools sometimes on the ground level are always in shadows. So the sun doesn't really illuminate the pool for most of the day, more like half of the day. But then again, half of the resort is always in the shade anyway.
Maybe it is winter time, maybe summertime, the sun goes higher. And another thing, at least winter time, is as soon as the sun goes behind their main building, the entire grounds get in the shadow. So you kind of have a very short day of sunshine here at Garza Blanca. And that applies to the roof deck as well. As soon as the sun goes to the other side, around 4 or 4:30, even the roof deck gets in a complete shadows.
And I guess if you are coming around this time, just know that what side of the hotel gets more sun than others. If you're a person where you're like, I need as much sun as possible, make sure you book the sunny side, because otherwise you'll just be in the shade the whole entire time.
It is now only 4:20 p.m. and as you can see, all the pools here are already in the shadows. And only this side of the building is lit. So if you want sunshine on your balcony, be sure to book this tower.
One thing we do actually love about this hotel, and maybe it's a small detail and maybe it's only us, but when you walk into this hotel, the smells, it always, everywhere you go, it smells like you're in a spa. Pretty much the eucalyptus, the mint scents, and we notice they're always doing kind of touch-ups as well. We see them kind of painting different places, nothing too intrusive that looks like an eyesore, but you could tell they keep the grounds well manicured. Everything is spotless. You see people around all the time. They're cleaning, they're wiping down rails. So they do keep the grounds very immaculate.
But there is a sore eye here, which is the part of the resort is still under construction. This is a brand new resort. It was opened in 2020. Then 2021 they opened another tower, and they have a partial tower which will be adults only. It is still under construction, even though there is no noise, nothing really major about that construction. It's just an eyesore. There is a crane. I mean, it still takes away just a little bit from the view, and their front is not fully completed as well. They have some shops that they're still building. They're still doing some landscaping in the front. So by the time you visit, maybe even this area will be completely built and you will have the most out of your vacation here at Garza Blanca.
Now let's talk about the food. Overall, the food here is good. The service is great. The service is actually excellent.
And the food comes in a timely manner. We don't have to wait extra long for anything to come out. Our favorite is breakfast. They have a fantastic selection of gourmet breakfast buffet. And we've had a great lunch options as well. It does come with some cons. However, this resort, what you need to know, is mostly based on memberships, which is timeshare, and those who do have the timeshares for tougher for long time, they know that you have to book everything in advance. So they have 4 specialty restaurants here, and this is high season. This is Christmas time, and what we didn't know is that we had to book reservations for restaurants in advance. We only were able to get into one restaurant, which is the Steakhouse, and our reservation was at 9:30 p.m. We normally eat dinner early as 4 p.m. So for us, that was the only reservation we can get. So for us, it was pretty late.
And speaking of steakhouses, so that was kind of a bummer for us because number one, it's a steakhouse, but the decor doesn't look anything like your typical steakhouse that you're used to when you go to a steakhouse. It just looked like it was a regular restaurant, and it's just
dining room.
Yeah, dining room, and the name was just converted into a steakhouse. It's very brightly lit. Steakhouses are not usually brightly lit. Steakhouses usually have a lot of wood and that old look. Didn't seem that way. It was very modern and gold and chrome and different things. So the theme doesn't really match a steakhouse.
For high season, they converted to a continental breakfast. So breakfast and dinner literally had no difference. They didn't even put tablecloth for dinner, no candles, maybe flour, nothing like that. It was exactly the setting just from breakfast.
Secondly, the food was very disappointing actually. The overall food quality in the steakhouse, besides the decor not really matching what a steakhouse should be, was just really lacking in flavor. The only thing that was good, I did have an aged steak, and that was okay. We filmed our experience at the steakhouse, so be sure to subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see what that video is all about and what that experience was. So let's talk about the drinks. You're on vacation, you're on poolside, you're gonna be throwing them down, right? Well, the drinks are actually really good. The way they have it, it's a menu, and they have about 6 or 8 branded drinks, you know, with different types of names and stuff. And pretty much all those drinks are good. Like, none of them really taste bad. They keep them coming, it keeps flowing. And of course, they got your regular liquor that you can have, as well as the different drinks that they have in the menu.
Now let's talk about spa service. We love going to a spa, getting massages, but again, things we didn't know that spa here also gets booked out really fast. When we arrived on Sunday, there was literally 0 spots available for the spa, yet when we walked in, the spa looked empty. And 2 other days that we were here, they only had 1 spot early in the morning, the other spot in the evening the other day. So we didn't really get to experience the massages, but we did experience the hydrotherapy.
When we went to the spa here at Garza, they also had a butler first. Now, it's not the same butler that takes care of our rooming and our personal needs. It's a butler specifically for the spa. So once you check in at the spa, you have a butler to kind of make sure, you know, you have cucumbers on your eye, you have cold towels on your shoulder.
You have your detox water.
Your detox water. Make sure you have your slippers, your robe. He's the one that says, okay, you know, we can take you into the steam room now. And then he's like, I'll be back in 10 minutes. And then he comes and he gets you. And he's like, would you like to now go into the steam room? Or would you like to go into the plunge pool? Or he just basically takes you step by step through the actual spa experience. And again, it is just, it makes a world of a difference.
Every time you come out of the pool, he's there fixing your slippers for you just to make sure they're actually facing the right way.
Putting a fresh towel around you. Yeah, it's really awesome. It's an awesome touch here. Let's talk about the activities while you are here.
As Devan mentioned before, this is not like one of the all-inclusive mega resorts in the hotel zone of Cancun. This is a completely different vibe, and the entertainment and activities are more mellow. Most of the activities are based for the outdoors, so if it is raining, then pretty much all the activities would be canceled. On the beach, you have kayaks, paddle boards that take you on a tour or on a kayak. Here on the main ground, they have a yoga deck where they do 8 a.m. yoga every single day. They do dance lessons there at the yoga deck as well. In the pool, they have aqua aerobics. They also have tequila tasting, Spanish lessons, culinary lessons. So more of a little bit of a, I guess, adult, mild entertainment activities. They just play music here on the background. They do have beach volleyball, pool volleyball, beach soccer, and they also host tournaments as well.
They also have some accommodations for kids as well. On the first floor, there's a kids' playroom with a cinema theater and stuff in there. They can go in there and spend some time. There's kids' pools, and of course, they have a lot of floaties and stuff for kids, you know, around the establishment.
One of the days that we were here, for half of the day it was raining and it was literally nothing to do. So I went to the gym. Luckily, the gym was really good, and we do have some pros on the gym. Take a look. The wellness zone, aka the gym here at Garza Blanca, is definitely a pro. Everything about it is a pro. Excellent, beautiful gym, perfect, state-of-the-art machines, a beautiful cardio equipment, lots of windows, lots of mirrors, and the huge pro is the gym does not smell rubbery, it does not smell sweaty, it's very clean and fresh. Super enjoyed my workout. Now when it comes to evening, there is literally nothing to do. They have one major lounging area, which is where we are right now. This is the main lobby. But the couches do look nice and comfortable and lush and luxury, but there is no entertainment. There is only some live music going on, not the entire time, for a couple of hours, and only on certain days. There is live music in the lobby or some entertainment on the roof, but not together, either or. When we were creating a walking tour of this resort, if you haven't seen it, we will leave the link in the description. We showed you there is a carousel in front of the resort, and it was closed during the day, but in the evening they actually do have carousel available for kids or adults. Now, being that it's not much entertainment, at least maybe You can watch some movies, stream your favorite shows on Netflix, but the con is that the Wi-Fi is limited here. They do offer free Wi-Fi, but it's not for streaming. It's good for emailing, WhatsApp messaging with your butler, light social media uploads, but definitely not streaming. And they offer you premium Wi-Fi that is available for streaming for extra $17 per day.
Here's a con. The DJ was supposed to start at 9 p.m. Do you see any DJ? It is now 9:15. No DJ. Yeah, 9:20 actually. No DJ. So I would think if the DJ is supposed to start at 9, by quarter to 9, 10 to 9, you would already see him. We don't even see a DJ. So con in my book, coming from a DJ.
Now let's talk about pros and cons of this suite. But in this segment, I want to talk about the actual room setup and the amenities. So for the 5-star resort, I think the bed is lacking. First of all, the sheets do not feel as soft as I would expect for a 5-star resort. And the pillows, I personally prefer goose down pillows, and we have stayed in lower class resorts where the pillows were way better quality and the duvet as well. But here the pros, look at the selection of the pillows. Let us know in the comments, do you think it's enough bed pillows or not? The major pro is this for me personally. Again, these are our personal pros and cons. They have Nespresso coffee machine in every single unit, and I love Nespresso coffee, specifically these gold cups. And we actually asked specifically for the gold cups, and they stacked our room with gold cups. They have black ones, purple ones, and all different flavors, but we asked for the gold ones specifically. They have a snack bar. They replenished the snack bar. They actually have a today new one. They have gummy bears. Another pro for me personally is this giant tub, and they also offer you sea salt. They have bubble bath. I definitely enjoy the bubble bath here. The pro is even the public bathrooms have this Japanese toilet. The seat is heated, and they have the bidet installed inside. I think this is an amazing feature. Another thing that I love about the bathroom setting is the shower. And the shower has a seat inside. I think this is a really cool. It has rain shower and regular shower as well, so you can choose which one you prefer. I absolutely love the quality of these robes. They're really soft, nice and cozy. I love their product line. It smells so good. They give you conditioner, hair shampoo, body lotion, and the gel. It is amazing. I personally think it's not enough shelf space. I mean, I did not bring too many products with me, but I know how women go. They like to have their shelf space for their products and makeup, and I would like personally to have a little bit more shelves. And also, there is not enough towel holders. So for example, if I use this towel and there is no way to place it, I would have to put it here. Couple of more pros and cons I would like to point out about Garza Blanca Cancun Resort. They give you good chanclas. It's nice and padded. It's not like those disposable waffle style slippers that you may find in other resorts. This is good stuff. I really like it. Next is the blackout control. Here you can press for the curtains to open and close here, and it's really cool. Another thing is the display remote for your AC, but here is the con. When it comes to nighttime, this thing shines bright like a diamond. If you like the room to be completely black, this will have a lot of light. And a few more things. So comes nighttime, again, as I mentioned before, there is no divider or separator for the bathroom. So if one person goes to the bathroom at night and turns on the light, half of the room will be lit with light.
One thing with the elevators, we noticed they do take a long time to come to. You have to wait a while. But for me, the most confusing thing is no matter what floor the door opens, it all looks the same. So you get a little bit confused and not sure what floor you're supposed to get off.
Hola.
Hola.
Now, who is Garza Blanca for? As we mentioned before, this is not your typical Cancun resort, all-inclusive resort with party and shows and entertainment. This is more of a luxury, class, style, and relaxation. And yes, even though it is family-oriented, but for kids up to 12, you can just send them to the kids club and they can stay there even in the evening up to 10 p.m. But a little bit older kids, teenagers, they will probably be bored. But if you're coming here and you just want to relax by the beach, maybe at the pool, reading a book, this will be a perfect place for you. And also, if you enjoy excellent service, butler service, class and style, this would be the place for you. Now for some JBO pro tips on how to get the best out of your vacation and how to save on booking. First of all, Garza Blanca, as I mentioned before, is a part of TAFR group, and you can sign up for free to their TAFR rewards. All you need to do is enter your name and email, and instantly you will get about $50 off each night for your booking. To get even more out of your vacation, be sure to book directly through their website. They also offer kids stay free option, and as you book, they give you a resort credit. So depending on the package you choose, you might get either $200 resort credit or $400 resort credit. And resort credit does not apply to absolutely everything you consume. For example, for the spa treatment, you're only allowed to use $50 out of that resort credit. They also have discounts while booking during holiday specials like Cyber Monday, for example. Keep in mind they do have two options. One is to just book the room, and second is all-inclusive option, which we highly recommend. Even though we have all-inclusive option, they still want to keep tab on how much you have consumed. So every time you order something, they still bring you check, even though it totals out to zero at the end of your stay. And obviously with all-inclusive, there is not that much of a difference between just booking the room and the all-inclusive option. So definitely, if possible, go with the all-inclusive. You already know you need to make your reservations for dining in advance and your spa reservations in advance, especially if you come in during the high season. Now, even though it is an all-inclusive, there are still some upsells in the restaurants for some food items. For example, Wagyu steak, lobster, or other different items. And for your drinks, all-inclusive only includes drinks by glass, cocktails, but not bottles. So if you'd like to get a bottle of wine or champagne, that would be a separate charge. The shuttle from the airport is not included. If you haven't seen other videos, I will repeat. Taxi service is pretty dangerous here in Mexico, so we do recommend to book your shuttle directly through the hotel here.
We met a lot of guests and they were asking about the tipping situation and how you tip. So let's talk about the first way that you can tip.
The way we did it is we tipped as we go, so we always had cash on us, small change, so every person who took care of us, we tipped them in person.
But we do understand that could be an inconvenience for some of you, because then that means you have to be walking around with money on you, and you're in the pool and you're out and about and you don't want to carry cash. So the second way you can actually tip is everyone who takes care of you, whether you're at the bar, in a restaurant, having breakfast or whatever, they will give you a tab. Now mind you, if you are all-inclusive, the numbers on that bill doesn't really matter. It's all zeroed out. It's for the house, so they understand how much you've consumed while you're on your vacation. But on that form, you will see a tip area. And if you leave a tip, then it'll go directly to the person who took care of you. So you can actually leave the amount of tip you want on that form and then give it in, and then that person will get the tip. The third way of giving tip is
to get the name of the person who was taking care of you. So let's say you were hanging out at the roof deck the entire day and Jose was taking care of you. Well, what you can do is get the envelope at the front desk, leave the tips, write it that it's for Jose, your room number, your name, and leave it either with front desk or with the concierge. They are responsible and they will make sure that tip will go directly to the person that is supposed to go, because sometimes guests and the staff communicate with each other on Instagram or email, and the guests verify if the staff receives their tip.
But something you do have to be diligent about is, number one, if you're being taken care of someone and you really like their service, make sure you get their name, but also make sure that you put their department of where they're working. So if it was on the roof deck pool, or if it was at a specific restaurant, also put the name of the restaurant or the pool, because if you put Roberto, there might be 3 or 4 Robertos in the complex, so you want to make sure the right person gets the right tip.
And the final tip is, when you check out, make sure you do cross-check your final bill, and if you do have the resort credit, all the purchases that are allowed to be deducted from the resort credit actually are deducted. Now, is Garza Blanca worth it?
Absolutely.
Garza Blanca is definitely JBO approved. Was super relaxing, and that butler service is definitely next level.
Yes, the staff, from the moment you arrive here to the moment you depart, it's like they treat you like royalty here. It's a really good feeling.
If you're looking for a relaxing luxury vacation, Garza Blanca is definitely a good choice. Besides the pros, obviously is the pros, but besides the cons, because the cons, we don't really consider the cons that, no, we would never come here because of those cons. It's more of just to let you know of what to expect. And again, this is our personal experience. When you come here, you might not have the same experience. If you would like to see more videos like this, be sure to click like and subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to turn on the bell notification. This way, when the next video drops, you will be notified.
Thank you so much for watching, and as usual, just be out with us.